Welcome back to Rod Reacts. Rod Reacts everything to India. Hopefully you're having a good day, a positive day. Let me know how your day is going down below. Let me know where you're from in this world down below. And we're going to learn more about Krishna. I've done a couple reactions to Little Krishna, the animation with my son. And it's got me real curious of everything about Krishna. I want to learn. I know he's an avatar of the divine God. But I want to learn more. I want to learn what his life was all about, what lessons he taught, what we should learn from him. So we're going to check out this video from Sadhguru. It's Krishna, a complete incarnation of the divine. So let's check it out. We're going to learn a lot. At least I'm going to learn a lot, because my knowledge of Krishna is like this when it needs to be like bigger than this room, right? So let's check it out. Let's see what we can learn. Let's do this.
Krishna Avatara was considered as a complete avatara or a complete incarnation of God.
Right.
The consciousness that we refer to as Krishna, if we have to be touched by this, we need Leela.
Leela.
Leela does not mean just dancing with somebody. You're willing to dance with death. You're willing to dance with life.
Wow.
Very few human beings ever get to be placed in as complex situations as Krishna was placed. In one human being's life, going through the variety of situations that he went through is generally, it doesn't happen to most human beings.
And I have a feeling like these situations, if it did happen to like common people like you and I, we would get crushed by them. It takes a special, I want to say person, but we know he's not a person, even though he walked on the earth, you know, he's a god. It takes something special to get past these situations.
And in all these situations that he was faced with, the clarity of vision that he exhibited and the certainty about his ability to discern as to what is true and what is not true, the clarity that he brought to people around him, people began to experiencing like godlike.
Right.
So he was proclaimed as an incarnation and a complete incarnation. For those of you who are not familiar with this, they talk about 9 incarnations. I want you to understand this is what I'm going to say now is much before Charles Darwin came.
Right.
So the first incarnation was Matsyavatara, that means God appeared in the form of a fish.
Okay. I like this. He's going to go through the avatars, so I'm going to learn a heck of a lot in this video. So Matsya, that means God appeared in form of a fish. Okay.
And you know, Charles Darwin went about proving the first form of life on the planet were water life, fish.
Right! Oh! Wow. That does match.
And the next incarnation is Kurma Avatara.
Kurma Avatara.
That means it's a turtle. It's an amphibious animal, half water, half land.
So it goes from water to land. Kurama, that means is turtle. Okay. Get this.
Charles Darwin said this also. The third incarnation is Varaha Avatara, which is in the form of a pig.
Varaha.
A gross mammal. And the fourth incarnation is Narasimha Avatara, that is half man and half animal.
Narasimha.
The next one is Vamana Avatara, a dwarf.
A dwarf.
Human form, but a dwarf.
So it's kind of, the avatars are evolving Started as a fish, came to fish and land, so on, now a dwarf.
The next one is Parashurama, a full-grown man, but an extremely violent man.
Why was he
a great
violent?
fighter. We will meet him shortly here also.
Why was he violent though? Was it a good violent or a bad violent? Was he a protector or was he a conqueror?
Krishna meets him, so he's still alive. So Parashurama is a fighting man. He even lopped off the head of his own mother.
Whoa!
A very violent man.
Whoa!
The next one is Rama Avatara, a very peaceful one, but very unidimensional kind of man.
Went from very violent to very gentle. Just a blink of an eye.
The next is Krishna Avatara, a very multi-dimensional human
Krishna,
being.
yes.
So Krishna Avatara was considered as a complete avatara or a complete incarnation of God, not just one aspect. As a tribute to the multidimensional nature of who he was. And though he himself never claimed it,
Because he's humble.
even if he had not claimed it, people around him naturally identified him as divine.
Absolutely, because the things that he did, no others could do, right? So there's something special about him. If you and I seen it today, and we live with Krishna, of course, we're like, this person's special. He's got to be divine.
In this identification that people attach to him, the whole culture evolved around this identity of Krishna being a complete incarnation of the divine. When we say Krishna, the essence of who he is, he is an irrepressible child, a terrible prankster, an enchanting flute player,
Yeah, that's for sure.
a graceful dancer,
All of it.
an irresistible lover, a
I don't know anything about his love story yet. Not yet.
truly valiant warrior, a ruthless vanquisher of his foes, a man who left a broken heart in every home,
Why?
an astute statesman and kingmaker.
Did he leave a broken heart in every home because all the ladies fell in love with him? That's my guess.
A thorough gentleman, a yogi of the highest order, and the most colorful incarnation. Krishna is seen and perceived and understood and experienced in many, many different ways by different people. Duryodhana, through the eyes of Duryodhana.
Rihanna.
For those of you who do not know the background, I will be, because unless you understand the whole tapestry of the story and the situation in which he existed, many aspects of who he is will be missed, so we will go into it. But right now, Duryodhana is a man because of certain situations into which he was placed. Insecure, angry, jealous, greedy, and feeling wronged all his life.
Doesn't sound like a very good man.
And because of actions which came forth from his greed and anger, he became the key for destruction of his whole race.
Oh my goodness.
In Duryodhana's words, he is a smiling rogue, if there was ever one. He can eat, he can drink, he can sing, he can dance, he can make love, he can fight.
Do it all.
He can gossip with old women, play with little children. Who says he is God? That's Duryodhana's perception. Shakuni, the very embodiment of deception and cunning. Shakuni says, let us suppose he is God. So what?
Whoa.
What can a God do?
Whoa.
God can only please those devotees who please him. Let him be God. I don't like him. And when you don't like somebody, you must praise them. That's deceit.
Yeah.
Radhe, his childhood lover, a milkmaid, a simple woman of the village.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Radhe, nothing. So this is all new to me right here.
But with such unfaltering love and devotion, she has become so big that today you cannot talk of Krishna without Radhe.
Wow.
We don't say Krishna Radhe, we say Radhe Krishna.
Soulmate?
She has become a simple village woman. She has become as significant as Krishna or little more significant than him.
More? How could it be more?
She said,
How could it be more?
Krishna is with me. He's always with me. Wherever he is, whoever he is with, he's still with me.
Sounds like it's like the same person, like maybe the woman version of him. I don't know. It's kind of unique to me.
Perception. Vainteya, a youth who was the Garuda chief's eldest son, living on the mountains of Gomantak. A sprightly youth, because of a certain ailment, became totally crippled. This crippled youth, after he met Krishna, Krishna made him walk.
Healed him.
So Vainteya said, he is God, he is God, he is God.
I can see how he felt that way.
Akrura, an uncle of Krishna, a wise and saintly being, expressed his perception of Krishna this way. Krishna, when I look at him, this strange young boy, I see the sun, the moon and the 7 stars whirling around him.
That's high praise right there.
When he speaks, he sounds like the voice of the eternal. He's the hope.
Whoa.
If there is hope in this world, he's the hope.
There couldn't be any more, couldn't be anything better said about you than what was said about him just then.
Shikandin,
Shikandin.
a tortured human being, because of a certain situation within himself, right from his child. This is an absolutely tortured soul. So Shikandin said, Krishna never gave me any hope.
Oh,
But when he is there, the breeze of hope touches everybody.
wow.
I can go on like this. Different people saw different facets of who he is.
Right.
For some he is God, for some he is a crook, for some he is a lover, for some he is a fighter, so many things he is. If we want to taste an essence of what it means when we say Krishna, the consciousness that we refer to as Krishna, if we have to be touched by this, we need Leela.
Leela.
Here we are for the Leela. Leela means it is the path of the playful. This is not for the serious times, are you? Because when I say playfulness, we are not here just to play. We are here to explore the most profound and the most serious aspect of life, but playfully, conducted playfully. Otherwise, Krishna won't be there. The reason why the most profound dimensions of life have been missed by the vast population in the world is because they do not know how to be playful. If you want to explore this path playfully, if you want to be playful, you need a heart full of love, a joyful mind, and a vibrant body. Otherwise, there's no leader.
Kind of like Krishna. He has all those things, right?
If one has to explore the most profound dimensions of life in a playful way, they must be willing to play with their awareness, with their imagination, with their memory, with their life, with their death. They're willing to play with everything. Only then
Their
Leela.
openness.
Leela does not mean just dancing with somebody. You're willing to dance with death. You're willing to dance with life. You're willing to dance with your enemy. You're willing to dance with the one whom you love.
That's how you learn.
You're willing to dance the last moment of your death. Only then there is Leela.
That's so impressive how he spoke about Krishna and how different people see Krishna as something different because he's vast. He's good at everything. Even the people that didn't want to admit that he was God or even admitted he was God, they still recognized that he was God. So I just learned a lot. I need to learn more about his lover. I don't know anything about that, but apparently it's a very important part of his story. And I haven't reacted to anything that has spoke on that yet. So that'll be another huge part of Krishna to tackle and to learn. But I learned a lot in this video. I learned a lot about the avatars and how the evolution went from avatar to eventually getting to Krishna and how perfect he was. So this was an amazing video. It helped me out a lot. Let me know if it misguided me in any way down below. Let me know if it left, I'm sure it left a lot out because there's so much to learn. But if there's a fact that you want me to know, comment down below and let me know. For now, I'll catch you later. Peace.